Liquid versus Nigma. This hopefully will be an exciting kill. Even better is Weeha spots Taiga. It's on the other side of things. That's where the Rubik is signed. And look at him. They really want to be able to protect Weeha here and allow him to be able to get this. And Koifa and Taiga are not going to let him to. Dissimulate goes out. He does manage to pick it up, and now he's fully committed. Toss up in the air, and he may just be dying as Insania is going to ensure it here. Now GH, he's probably going to be run down as Koifa has those high levels of Arc Lightning that we've been seeing from Zeus's, and they start evening things out on Liquid. Weeha, as he tends to, full out aggression, dissimulate immediately. Astral step away before he can get caught by the stun. Still got the rest of the team surrounding him here, so he's still ready to fight, but Koifa's going to cut over. They do have the blood right. Taiga's throws out his combo, tries to bring down mind control, and they do.
I know this is a pub. Okay,
Koifa pulled back in.
So much damage.
Looking to be able to burst him down, just need a little bit more. Koifa trying to dodge those hits, turns around, gets a little damage onto Weeha here, backs away, but he dies eventually to Soul Rip, and so will Taiga, looks like, as they just effortlessly dive this from Liquid. Let's see if they similarly can get an objective off of a hero kill like that. Insania diving forward, does manage to catch GH. GH, look at that. Sunray immediately going out from Insania to prevent the Icarus dive steal from GH that would have allowed him to escape.
Yeah, this is a really nice play. Oh, Miracle goes for the wraparound.
And Koifa's caught. Telekinesis is there in time. This kill on Insania. I'm not sure that a Tiny is going to be able to do enough damage, but we'll see. Weeha has another Astral Step. Insania catches him, slows him down just enough. Another round of Fire Spirits, a little bit more. The Spectre ult's going to go off. They have the egg as well. They're going to dive in deep with this dagger and eventually get the kill.
Just too mobile, too tanky.
Taiga now has his Blink Dagger. He took the time to be able to farm it up, and they're going to go for the fast kill out of Mind Control. But Mind Control with a pipe up and the Soul Rip, he heals up so much. They do manage to get the Supernova off. The Eul Scepter buying Koifa a little bit of time. The egg protecting him. They deal with the Tombstone, but Weeha comes in looking for the execution on Koifa here. But he stays alive, staying away. Dagger coming in, dissimulate. No, he doesn't actually get hit by it. Weeha trying to finish him. The Eul Scepter, their toss up in the air, does manage to finally get the Zeus there from GH, but it's still a 1-for-1 trade-off. Nigma pushing forward, looking to catch some of these heroes, slow them down. Phoenix will eventually get out here. But Mickey, he's pretty healthy. A nice toss, avalanche combo there from Taiga. Mickey, though, getting so aggressive. I think he thought he could just 1v4 pretty easily. That may not be the case. He has the Sunrise on top of him. That's healing him up a lot, but it's not quite enough. The vacuum comes in, grabbing a number of heroes with the Fire Spirits on him. The avalanche toss kills Miracle, almost takes down GH as well. Taiga deals the finishing blow there, and I don't think Liquid's unhappy with that either. Oh, they're actually going to go back in. They managed to catch Taiga. That is a really big upgrade, but the Sunray's healing him. Finally, he does go down. The damage coming in from Miracle with the Mjolnir. He's doing a lot. Mickey's going to try and get on top, and there goes that BKB. Mickey has to instantly reset here. Taiga buys back. He's here in the fight, but they have to wait out that BKB. Boxy trying to get out of the blood right, does manage to do so, while Taiga looks for the entry back in, catches up to him. There, Weeha gets got inside the Nimbus by Taiga. Now they're going to be able to stop Miracle's TP as well. Koifa looking to be able to chase him down, pull him back in with a vacuum. Mickey running down all of these heroes in Mind Control. One of the last cores left alive with Weeha buying back in. They've got two alive in this fight. Can they actually close it out? They're going to get on top of Koifa here. Koifa dancing away behind this tree. It's going to be run down. Blood right dodges that. Where's the refs? Where are they? They're trying to chase down the rest of the supports right now while Koifa's calling for help. He's like, please, anybody save me. But they're not here. The rest of Liquid don't show up. They play around this Nimbus, and now a very fast Mind Control is looking for some extra kills. Fortunately, Taiga's able to blink himself away, but all of these heroes are low. Mind Control certainly can catch. Oh, God, he got fooled. Boxy playing inside of the easy camp, lured him into a vacuum. He's now stuck up on the high ground. That was supposed to be all their chase. Now Taiga, oh, they just got him. That's a dieback there. Weeha's dead. Mind Control's still stuck up on the cliff, so he has to actually TP back to the mid-tier 1 tower, but the supports, they're a little far out here, and Mickey, he's feeling good after that Sunray heal, but the Blood Right, it does a lot of damage. Quickly mantas up and goes back in with the Avalanche stun onto 2, a toss up in the air. Mind Control solo, vacuum him back in, but the Soul Rip managed to keep him alive. RMN will back out as well. A lot of vision of Nigma here. I think they also know that BKB is still on cooldown for a little bit. There goes Taiga, makes his initiation. Pulling back in. They do have the actually stolen wall there from Mickey. That actually cost him a lot, and he actually goes down. He doesn't have buyback either with Boxy taking so much damage as well. They get a secondary core. This could easily be Nigma pushing high ground and taking at least the lane of barracks. Boxy, eventually that rupture does wear out, and they back away.
Put it in the direct path that Spectre would need to go to get back to her team.
They tried to catch Weeha, and it looks like Duke managed to get him with the toss Nimbus, and then the lightning bolt comes in from...
Just relax, dude.
And Mickey. Oh, there's so much stuff. The Spark Racer everywhere. Miracle's Tempest double is very quickly doing so much damage. Looks like they tried to wrap into the side, but weehaw spotted them, and he put an end to all of that. Boxy goes down, and Taiga at half health has to use the Spider Legs to retreat on the throat of Liquid. Pushing this high ground, chipping away at this tier 3. Another 400 health for the Bloodseeker, by the way, so he's down at 3,600. Jump in from Insania. Taiga's going to follow that up. They try and blow up weehaw real quickly. In and out. Disengage. Insania going in with the Sun Ray here. Yule Scepter up in the air. Nimbus trying to stop him. Thinks he is going to be silenced up, and he will not be able to get off the egg. Mickey has committed himself in here, trying to go for Mind Control, but again, Mind Control super tanky. Back up into high ground he goes, using the dagger, but he's still going to be hit by that Blood Ray. Still taking a lot of damage. Now they've lost the Zeus. That's going to be another buyback. In fact, Mickey may still die. The Spark Race, a little bit shallow there, are unable to catch him. Nigma, they lost very little in that team fight. They still have that Aegis. They still have that cheese, I think. That's a dieback.
Wait, why was he there?
He was so far forward. I don't know what happened there.
Just
playing around the bubble, laying into these tier 4s. There's so much sustain. Taiga's going to make his initiation. God, he just goes in and almost immediately takes so much. Supernova goes out. Dealing dealt with. The vacuum backing is not enough of disable. The Supernova egg does explode. Nigma and all of the Miracle Illusions that are everywhere here are dealing damage out into Mickey, and Mickey has gotten a couple of kills. But again, Nigma had all those buybacks to work with, and Liquid just does not have as many. They're going to buy back now on the Spectre and Taiga. See if they can go back in one more time, deal with Miracle and that Aegis, but it's going to cost Taiga potentially his dieback here as he's pulled back in into the Ether Remnant quickly. Lotus Orbed up. That's going to be able to bail him out, and back on the fountain he goes, continuing this fight. 3 versus 5, and Mickey, oh, what a vacuum, trying to save Mickey, no, he gets popped there by the Fate Bolt of GH, and that is just it. They've lost their carry, and Liquid will lose the
nice
first
draft, actually. Body blocks from the trees.
Treant's doing so much work. Mickey does finally close that distance, but doesn't get the toss back here. And Insania blocked out. They're going to fill that hole. Weehaw staying on top of Insania here. Who's going to turn? They do have RMN coming in as well, and it looks like Insania is probably going to get popped with this magic missile. A little bit more damage. The Fire Spirit slowing down these attacks. Weehaw still looking to finish him off. They does have the magic immunity and heal to stay alive. Taiga's going to have to be Icarus diving away here. The combination used onto Weehaw, still staying alive. The Fortune's End, a little bit more. The Purifying Flames, and a hit from Mickey gets Weehaw killed again.
So I know Weehaw's dead. Oh, okay. Can he? I don't know if a level 6 Shrek is too much of a threat.
Mickey's on the hunt. He's going to come in and toss up in the air. Boxy eventually will follow it up with lightning to slow him down. And Mind Control's dead as well. Liquid just moving a bunch of members around the map. That's 4 heroes top at some point. There comes Mickey. You see GH and RMN, they both have the read. They know where the gang's going to be coming from, but they may not have expected this much of a rotation. Supernova right out, middle of the tier 1 tower, but the heroes are getting on top of the egg. The egg is certainly going to die here with a beautiful stomp out that controls up everybody on the side of Liquid and allows them to be able to run them down each one by one. Boxy will be the last one to die here with a false promise, and he's just putting out damage. But in the end, it was RMN for 5 on the side of Liquid. It honestly could not have gotten prettier. At 15 minutes, but Nigma, there's no doubt about it that they are certainly winning this game. Having a huge lead, 9,000 net worth. Koifa trying to run down some heroes right now. I think Liquid, they just need to be able to force some fights and actually win some fights, but Taiga's already dead, and now the combo going out. Mind Control, he's been picked off. Mickey was able to burst him down, but now they have to all flood him through. The Wrath of Nature comes through and obliterates Insania. The rest of Liquid on the run right now is Nigma just forming up as a ball. Predicament that he was just in rather than trying to be offensive. Smoke up after they take the tier 1 tower. The rest of the team sweeping back into that triangle where they have this nice aggressive ward. So they've already spotted Koifa, and they've chosen him as the next victim. A long-range combination, magic missile, Aether Remnant into the ultimate of GH. Mickey goes to the toss back into the stun from Boxy. Okay, that's a decent amount of damage, but RMN, he just swaps him into the high ground here. Now Liquid have focused all their damage on a hero they couldn't kill. He gets off the Stone Gaze. Boxy turns around with a false promise once again, putting out what damage he can before he dies. And it looks like they might be able to get the support. The Supernova stun goes down. Weehaw takes a decent amount of damage, but you could see the power of the pipe. They just don't take enough damage to die. Weehaw is still up through all of this. The Fire Spirits hit him one more time, but he will stay up.
I mean, once again, it's just one of these things you don't see ever.
You know, we're saying that word a lot, and I really hope it is a word now.
I really do hope so.
Orchid stops Mickey from getting a combo into the Nature's Prophet. I think he thought to himself he had to get some physical damage in first. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to burst him down. The stomp prevents the Icarus dive out. Taiga's been caught. Insania, once again, this Wrath of Nature proves to be his bane. They may be able to take down Weehaw. Okay, that's the pipe carrier as well. But unfortunately, they've lost Koifa. There goes that exorcism, and Miracle's a god.
All of the farm and space on the map? Well, maybe it wasn't that much space. I mean, he was taking the aggressive farm. I don't think he dies. He's too tanky.
He is far too tanky.
We didn't even pop pipe. He's still got the pipe.
They are going to be able to get the Fortune's End on him. Boxy with the haste rune. Toss him onto Weehaw, see if they can get the Yule Scepter up on him into the stun, but the Aether Remnant pull into the stop again, and now they're all going to get snapped back with the Orchid into the back line, so the Oracle can't even get the False Promise off. Nigma have all the answers, man. They've got all the answers, no matter what the move is from Liquid.
Oh, this guy doesn't know how to play Elder Titan. He's a big Elder Titan player, you know, like, so he's always so critical. Say if somebody picks Pudge, I gotta be super critical backstage about it. And I think I get it now. Like, this looks like a totally different Elder Titan performance compared to what we see from a lot of ETs. Like, he's running in and manning up, but he's ravaging people, man. Like, he's putting on choke points, he's hitting 5-man stomps, he's hitting the right heroes in the back line.
Yeah, the Earth Splitter is just destroying. Nice toss back. He tried to go for the Manta dodge there. Instead, the real hero is put into the tier 4, so with the Supernova out, Miracle has to commit to be able to killing the egg. The Yule Scepter looks to be able to stop things, but the egg still dies, as Weehaw was the one to be able to bring it down instead. Now Miracle turns and fights with the remnants of his last bit of mana here. Gets a decent amount back. Koifa healing up with the Essence Ring once again. Mickey trying to go in, see if he can get some more damage in. There is going to be the False Promise on the Koifa here. Miracle is going to be caught out of mana at this point, almost finished up, but Weehaw, he zips on it with the Wrath of Nature on out, and Miracle surviving through it all. Even that last toss back was not enough. Just call it Liquid. It's over. They did everything they could, threw everything they had to kill Miracle once, and it's still